In 1699, Gulliver began his travels. In 1799, George Washington ended his. In 1899, Emma Morano, the last living person born in the 1800s, who died this last April, was born. In 1999, it was our turn on stage. June 9th has had quite the history itself. In 1928, Charles Kingsford Smith completed his first trans-Pacific flight. In 1934, Donald Duck made his debut. In 1973, Secretariat won the U.S. Triple Crown. What will we do? We have been commissioned to rise up to adulthood and to take the staff of life into our own hands. We are part of the first generation that will not remember when those towers fell. We are the last generation that grew up without iPhones. We opened the 21st century. We will fight strong well into the 2070s, and will still be here until the very end of this century. Our children will rise up after us to finish this century, and our grandchildren will live into the next. We will define the 21st century. It is our century. With this great power, we have a great responsibility to raise up a great generation. Our grandparents and great-grandparents sacrificed much for us. My mother's family fought in the war to end the Japanese advance on the rest of the Pacific world. My father's family forsook everything and their native lands of Missouri and Portugal so that I might have a better life. I cannot forget the great sacrifice which my forefathers devoted to me. You should not forget yours. We are all Americans, whether your ancestors fought in the Revolution or whether your parents sacrificed everything to immigrate from Mexico, to escape from Laos, to flee from the advance of Nazi Germany, or to survive the Irish potato famine. We are all Americans. We all fight the same fight. Memorial Day was last week, and we still have in our minds that solemn title of liberty, which flies high above every courthouse, schoolhouse, and jailhouse in this great nation. That flag does not represent one man sitting in an Oval Office, or a piece of paper signed by the Founding Fathers. That flag represents the hard work, dedication, and ultimate sacrifice of all those who came before, no matter how long they had been here. United we stand, we are one nation, indivisible. When a certain man was robbed and left for dead on the side of some road, who helped him? Were they his parents? His friends? No. It was a stranger from a foreign and despised land. Classmates, do likewise. Be the foreigner, the unrecognized face who comes to the rescue. Raise your children to respect others. You will have an incomprehensible influence on this entire century. Your posterity will look back at you one day, so make yourselves a good example. Do not waver from what you know, for those that waver are like waves on the sea. They are unstable. Be the grandparent that everyone loves. Be the parent that everyone respects. Do the impossible. Be the educated, hardworking, never give up kind of people that your grandparents were and are. Be the next D-Day soldier, the next refugee turned engineer, the next Jack Kennedy, or Mother Teresa, or John Glenn, or whoever you want to be. Just remember this: whatever you do, make sure you love it, and work hard at it, and let others know that no matter what you do, you are still the same loving, charitable, and trustworthy friend that everyone deserves to be. Thank you.